Hello Brixx fans! It's me today with my speed build, and this time I've brought you a Cobi set. Now Cobi is a Polish make. They design and produce in Poland, which makes them quite special, because a lot of other brick companies mainly produce in China, but these guys actually produce with their own injection molds in Poland, which is cool, which is why it says Cobi on each little brick. Each little stud has the word Cobi on it. Right, now Cobi's famous for making military models, which is why I've brought you such a military model along. Now this is the Panzer III, so tank number 3, from Germany, built between 1941 and 1945, so you can think for which war that was made. It's a medium tank, weighs 21.6 tons, can go 40 kilometers an hour fast, and has a crew of 5. But we're interested in seeing it being built, so let's get right into that. Again, I shall press this, and then I know when to cut and let you in on some interesting building insights. Are you ready? Because I am. All right, then let's go. These bags don't come in any order, so you have to open them up all at once, but with 292 pieces, that isn't too difficult, so let's get into that. Here we have the treads for the tank, and then we'll see how far we get. All right, I'm going to open it up, sort it out a bit, and get building. All right, we're all set. The music has been cued already, but, well, as they like to say in normal TV, cue the music. Now, while building this, I must say, I've never built a Cobi set before, and I've built quite a few other brands, including BlueBrixx, WWII-era, our own of course, and I really like the way that these fit together. This isn't, some bricks, as you probably know, are quite difficult to stick together, but these they slot in so nicely and easily, and it just really does make it a very pleasurable building experience. We don't have to really push and press hard like you do with some brands. And that's what I like about this. This is so far a very, well, soothing building experience for your fingers when you don't have to really press down hard. So that's what I like. Quite fast so far, I think. I'm getting on quite speedily. So let's carry on. Now, an unknowing eye might not see it, but I find what Cobi can really pride themselves in is they have lots of different blocks and bricks that are, well, different to other makes. You can really see that they've got their own, well, mold injection, because some of their bricks are very similar, but one can realise slight little differences, which I do like, because that means it gives you more variety, it gives you a different, well, style of brick that you've never seen before, which really adds to the building pleasure, because like, ooh, this is pretty cool. But I'm sure other brick enthusiasts know that, and I'm sure that other brands have different bricks as well. But so far, while building this, I've already noticed, I think, 3, 4, maybe 5 bricks that I've never seen before, so very exciting. Now, as you probably saw in that short little clip there, I made quite a big mistake because I, as per usual, wasn't paying attention. Now, I really do enjoy building. I'm a big fan, which, well, I hope most of you are. The problem is, when I build stuff, I'm not exactly the most careful person, which means I make quite a few mistakes and then have to redo it all again like you just saw me. Cobi doesn't include a brick separator tool in their set, which is okay. I'm a big fan of reducing plastic waste, so it's not necessary that you have one in every set. Of course, that makes it a bit difficult getting the bricks off, but it worked quite well apart from the one brick. But it does show that means that you can get them off easily, although they stick quite well. So I think that's quite a cool way of managing to get that done, of bricks sticking well, but bricks also easily coming off. And like I said, I'm a big fan of reducing plastic waste, so it's good that they don't always include a brick separator tool. Anyway, I hope I didn't make any mistakes while talking to you there. I should be fine. And now we've got to carry on. As you might have seen there, I, again, as I seem to often do with vehicles, missed out a piece and started building it the wrong way around. That has happened a few times every time I've built a vehicle. Let me know, does that happen to you as well? Like building up a vehicle and then suddenly you start building here, and then in the end you've actually built that part. So that happened to me again. I really have to pay attention more, and you've seen it in my speed builds. I try and pay attention, but seriously, sometimes it just goes straight out my head. But at least it got me the chance to, well, appreciate more how this thing's actually built up. And yes, I noticed my mistake and it was easily rectified. Now, Cobi prides themselves also on not using stickers as printed parts, which I and many other people in the community find very cool, because of course that does alleviate the stress of sticking the stickers on that don't look very good. And that's what I like about this. This is the historical stickers as well, so another thing Cobi does is pride themselves in historical accuracy, which I find very cool. Added with prints just makes it even much better. So you have lots of different prints here, like this one, and even these two that actually come together. They came out of the packet like that, already printed on, and you can take them apart, but they came like this, so you don't have to search them together, which I find very practical. So yes, a very good thing that Cobi does is stickers, not stickers, prints. And yeah, exactly. Added to the historical accuracy just makes it, well, so much better. Now, one thing to keep in mind when you put on these little spinny things here is that these tiny little dots here have different sides. So if you put them on the wrong way, they don't go in that well and don't spin. So this is what the instruction booklet actually tells you to do, to watch that you put them in the correct way, which I'll have to see how to easily see, but it's quite distinguishable. And then you just have to plop them in properly. And then, of course, positively, you have the wheels in the right way so that they actually spin. So let me get that done, and then we can finally get on to putting the tracks. Now, however, if you do mess it up, it is not exceptionally tricky to get the tyres out. It requires a bit of fiddling, but once you do, it's quite easy. So Cobi has thought of the, well, customers and builders like me who make mistakes and then have to rectify said mistakes. So they've thought of me there, and people who aren't that careful builders. But thank goodness they have, because it makes it easier to stop your mistakes, so to speak, or rectify mistakes once you make them. All right, let's get the last tyre on, and then I think we can put on the tyres. There, after putting on all the wheels, we can see they're all neatly on now. They do roll, so that's pretty good. It was more difficult than anticipated, but that's because I didn't look at the stuff properly. And now it's on to putting up the tyre tracks. This is going to take me a bit of a while, so yeah, hold please. Just as a little information, this is a quarter of it all, so you have to do this, well, I have to do this 3 more times. But, as I will say positively, I think it's good that you have to build this because it, well, prolongs the building enjoyment and you just don't easily just go, okay, done now. So, I think it's good that Cobi does that. Very good. Right, that's one track. Now I have to do that all over again for this side, and then we can put the tracks on. Right, you've got 2 extra ones in case you made a mistake and broke one, but that didn't happen. It was actually much easier than expected, and now you can put them on much like a bicycle chain, I imagine, which I have quite a bit of practice in. So let's see how well this works. It was just like the aforementioned bicycle chain, a bit more difficult, or a bit easier actually than a bicycle chain, but as you can see, both treads run really well, don't fall off, look great. Now we get on to building the rest of the tank. We are done. The tank from Cobi, very little tank, is finally complete after an hour and 10 minutes of building time, which by the way would have only been an hour and a bit. This thing keeps rolling away. Would have only been an hour and a bit if it didn't, if I didn't make constantly mistakes. But I'm done with making mistakes because I finished it. It's a cute little tank. It's fun to build. I did enjoy it. It's got a few movable pieces like this. You can move this up and down as well, same as this. So, and of course the treadmills run as well, which is not something that is given in a model this size. Anyway, it was a good fun build. I especially enjoyed the BlueBrixx because they're very different to what I know, and I enjoyed the build. It was good fun, and it's a sweet little tank model. Very interesting, certainly. All right, that was a speed build. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun watching. I'll see you next time for the speed build. Tune in for more videos. Tune in soon for a video about Cobi and other brands. And yes, you can never have enough bricks, so there will be more. And have fun building. See you next time. Goodbye.